So for today's project, I'm going to be using two shades of cotton yarn, shade A and shade B, and then these are by White Rose, and I'm going to be using some embroidery threads. So these are the three shades I'm using for the eye, and then I'm going to use yellow for the beak. We will be requiring a darning needle, a locking pin, a cutting scissors, and I'm using a hook size of 2.25 mm, which is the same as size B1 in the US, and a thread hook of 1.5 mm, which is the same as size 8 in the US, and some fiber fill for the stuffing. So let's get started with today's project. So to begin with, I'm going to get hold of my shade A, which is the lighter shade, and I'm going to make a magic ring. And into this magic ring, now I'm going to be putting in 6 single crochets. So within this ring, I will put 6 single crochets. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to pull onto this string to tighten up the hole, and I'm going to place in my marker right into the last stitch that I've just made, like this. Now moving on to the second round, into this first stitch I'm going to be putting in 2 single crochets together, so that will be known as an increase. So I'm going to put in 1 and then 2, so this is known as an increase, and I'm going to do that all the way around in the remaining stitches. Now I'm going to place my marker back into the last stitch, and we're going to just turn our work around, and I'm going to pull onto this string that's coming through the magic ring, tighten it up so it will close up the hole in the center. Now moving on to round 3, we're going to be doing single crochets all the way around. For round 4, we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase. So into the first stitch, I'm going to place in 1 single crochet, and then into the next stitch here, we're going to be doing 2 single crochets together, which is known as an increase. And I'm going to do this sequence all the way around till the end. Moving on to round 5, we're going to be doing single crochets in each stitch. So that's going to be 18 single crochets altogether for this round. For round 6, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the second stitch, and then I'm going to be doing 1 single crochet in these 2 stitches, so that's 2 single crochets, and then I'm going to be doing an increase into the next stitch, And I'm going to repeat this sequence of 2 single crochets, increase, 2 single crochets, increase all the way through nearly till the end, which is into the second last stitch over here. Now I'm on to the nearly last increase of this round. And now into the last stitch here, I'm going to be putting in a single crochet. Let's place our marker back into the last stitch. For round 7, we're going to be doing single crochets all the way around. For round 8, I'm going to be doing 3 single crochets and then an increase. So this is 1, 2, 3. Now into the next stitch, I'm going to be doing an increase. And I'm going to repeat this sequence of doing 3 single crochets and an increase all the way through till the end. For round 9, I'm going to be doing single crochets all the way through till the end. So for round 10, I'm going to be doing 2 single crochets, and then I'm going to be increasing into the next stitch. And then I'm going to be doing 4 single crochets and an increase. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to increase into the next stitch. And I'm going to repeat this sequence of 4 single crochets, increase nearly till the end, just before the last 2 stitches over here. So I'm on to the last increase of this round, and now we're going to be doing 2 single crochets. So I'm going to remove my marker, so that's 1, and then into the last stitch, 2. I'm going to place my marker back in. So for the next round, I'm going to be doing single crochets all the way through. And I'm going to be doing this single crochets all the way around for round 11 till 18, all the way around, and it's going to be done for 8 rounds. After completing 8 rounds of single crochet, we're going to move on to round 19. So I'm going to do 2 single crochets, so that's 1 and 2, and then I'm going to be decreasing the next 2 stitches. So I'm going to do the invisible decrease, where I'm going to put the hook through only the front loops, and this is an invisible decrease. And now I'm going to do 4 single crochets and an invisible decrease. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I'm going to do my invisible decrease in the next 2 stitches, And I'm going to repeat this sequence of 4 single crochets and an invisible decrease nearly till the end, till the last, before the 2 last stitches. Yeah. So I'm on the last decrease of this round, and now I'm going to do 2 single crochets into the last 2 stitches, and that's 2, and I'm going to place my marker back in. Now for the next round, round 20, I'm going to be doing 3 single crochets and an invisible decrease. That's 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to do my invisible decrease in the next 2 stitches. And I'm going to continue the sequence of doing 3 single crochets and a decrease all the way around. Now for round 21, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet and an invisible decrease. That's 1, and then I'm going to do my invisible decrease. And now I'm going to do 2 single crochets. That's 2, and then I'm going to do my invisible decrease, and I'm going to repeat this sequence of 2 single crochets and a decrease nearly till the end. So I'm going to do it all the way through, but I'm going to do it till here, and into the last stitch we'll do a single crochet. So I've just put in my last single crochet. I'm going to put my marker into the loop, and I'm going to put in some stuffing into this body. Now for round 22, I'm going to be doing 1 single crochet and an invisible decrease. And I'm going to repeat this sequence of 1 single crochet and an invisible decrease all the way through till the end, till here. For round 23, we're just going to decrease all the stitches. So we're going to do invisible decrease all the way around. I'm on to the last decrease of this round. And now I'm going to be pulling onto this yarn a little bit, cut up the yarn, pull it through. I'm going to get hold of my darning needle. I'm going to weave the thread through the 6 remaining stitches like this. 3, 4, 5, and 6, and I'm going to pull onto the string. It will close up the the bottom part of the body. I'm going to put in a simple knot just to secure this now.